Did we make it?
You have returned to the real world. Welcome back.
Well, nobody's wearing armor, so I guess we did.
Huh? Returned? Does that mean we got away? I don't know what to think anymore. What was all that anyways? That castle and Kamoshida and that weird cat? What the hell's going on?
You didn't even mention the cool new outfit?
What's with the yelling? Are you students of Shujin? Cutting classes, are we?
No, we just appeared in the streets out of nowhere after almost being killed by our teacher at a illusory castle.
Huh? No. We were trying to get to school and we ended up at this weird castle.
What? Hand over your bag. You better not be doing any drugs.
I mean, to be fair, if I was a police officer and I heard that story, I would probably assume that too.
Why would you think that?
Are you his friend? Then you should go to school. Take him with you.
Like I'm trying to say, I don't know what's going on either.
We passed by Shujin on our way here. There was nothing out of the ordinary about it. If you spout any more nonsense, I'll contact your school. Is that what you want?
Come on, say something.
They're really not gonna believe us.
That's not what I meant. Wait a sec. Is that guy for real? Fine, I'm going.
A Minister of Transport announcing his resignation. Things are going as planned. Sai Nijima. That reminds me. Better to leave it be for now.
Is this for real? I'm sure we came the same way. What's going on here?
That's exactly what I wanted to ask you. We received a call from the police.
The damn cops snitched on us after all.
It's rare not to see you alone. Where were you roaming around until this time?
A castle?
So you have no intention of giving an honest answer?
What's this about a castle?
Kamoshida?
Hi there, murderer!
You seem so carefree, Sakamoto. Quite a difference from when you did morning practice for the track team.
Shut up! It's your fault that
How dare you speak that way to Mr. Kamoshida? There's not much leeway left for you, you know?
he's the one that provoked me.
Do you really want to be expelled? In any case, you'll have to explain yourself. Follow me.
What? This is bullshit!
Come now, I should have been more considerate too. Let's just say that we were both to blame.
Well, I mean... they have no idea how true that statement is.
Well, if you say so. Still, you're coming with me. It's undeniable that you're extremely late.
Fine.
By the way, you're that new transfer student, correct?
What of it?
Have we met somewhere?
Maybe when you tried to murder me?
That's right. I remember now. Well, I'll overlook this just for today. I'm sure you've heard from the principal, but cause any trouble and you'll be expelled. Understand? At any rate, hurry up and go to the faculty office. I'm sure Ms. Kawakami's tired of waiting. Good luck trying to enjoy your new school life.
We'll need it with you here.
The school turned into an old castle? A talking cat? Are you hallucinating from an overdose? I won't put up with you if you're simply joking around. I'm going to have you continue the story. The one who received a calling card from the Phantom Thieves was an Olympic medalist. An alumnus from Shujin Academy. The PE teacher Suguru Kamoshida. It all came out in his confession. He was guilty of everything. The abuse, the violations. But there should have been no connection between the two of you since you had just transferred. Why did you target him? That's unacceptable. Try and recall it once again.
Oh, and she finds out the reason why we targeted him. You really don't want to know. Late middle-aged teacher, that's a very judgmental dialogue label. Yeah, being late on the first day of school is just not gonna do much for our reputation, which is already pretty much shot right now. Reformed? Are you in league with the Velvet Room or something? Yeah, this thing right here says Minna Daisuki, or I love you all. Wonder who wrote that.
So scary.
None of the bread here particularly interests me. Yeah, if it's anything like a lot of school cafeterias. I mean, I never really use school cafeterias that much. I mean, for all I know, there are probably some really good ones out there. Yeah, this leads to the practice building, but we can't actually go there yet. Wait a minute. Did that say what I thought it said? Yeah, everyone's mentioning the track team. Too nice. What reality do these people live in? Okay, that's someone other than us, right? Yeah, any chance that there's another person who's transferring and is also a problem child who got expelled? Kamoshida's on our side. The third-year classrooms are all on the first floor of the school, which kind of feels like a downgrade, but at least it means, well, actually, I was going to say, it means they can get to their classes, like, immediately after arriving to school, but that's probably a bad thing. Oh, yeah, of course, this restroom is terrible. Toire no denki or, I think, keshimasho, please turn off the lights in the toilets. There are also signs around the school about, like, not wasting electricity. Yeah, that's probably us. Rumors travel fast. Still don't have time to buy drinks, but these vending machines, not actually important. There's only a few vending machines that you want to remember. And here's the emergency exit. I would so love to jump out the emergency exit of this school right now, but we have no choice but to attend here. Anyway, here are the second-year classrooms.
They did something bad.
Drinking, smoking, and theft. I mean, I don't think we've done any of those things yet. Scary-looking hub. Well, this unassuming student with glasses probably doesn't fit that description. It's actually canonical that the protagonist doesn't need glasses. He actually just wears them to not stand out. Yeah, college recommendations are a very, very big deal in Japan. But this kind of thing, I feel like I don't really see this, like sports scholarships in a lot of Japanese media. I hear that's actually a really big deal in the US. I was very surprised to find out just how, like, ridiculously important, like sport is in US high school. Like, people say that Australians are you know, student guidance are better avoid here. I don't need any guidance. But people say that Australians stereotypically like sport, but I mean, it's just, we don't have quite that much craziness around it that a lot of, yeah, from my perspective, US high schools have. And it's kind of like the reason why the whole jock stereotype exists and of them being popular.
Oh, unbelievable.
I do really feel for Kawakami though, because yeah, first day getting a problem student from another school, and he's half a day late.
Being over half a day late on your first day?
And she just stole my thoughts.
Can you explain yourself?
Well, I mean, technically this is true.
How could you have been lost for this long? It's almost lunchtime.
I mean, this is a completely new city.
Well, it's probably true that you're not used to the area yet, but you're still way too late.
Oh, she again stole my thoughts.
Will you pull yourself together? You were given fair warning yesterday. More importantly, I heard that you were caught along with that Sakamoto-kun.
That Sakamoto-kun? Also here, I just want to mention that, so a lot of people are bothered by the way that some of the names are pronounced in the English dub. To me, I'm okay with it because I still think the English voice acting is very good quality. So I can, you know, I can take a few mispronunciations. But yeah, I think it's supposed to be like Sakamoto.
Don't get involved with him, okay? He's nothing but trouble.
Let me guess, he's another problem child that everyone avoids and is getting labeled constantly. Also, why is there a megaphone on one of the desks in here? I'm worried to find out what you use it for.
He wasn't like that when he was devoting his time to track and field, though.
The track team again.
Anyway, break's almost over. Classes will end after 5th period today because of the subway accident.
Yeah, normally I would be overjoyed at this, being able to leave school early, but, well, we've barely even been here.
I'll have you introduce yourself when class resumes. Follow me. By the way, when you introduce yourself, be serious about it even if you're lying to the class, okay? Do not say anything unnecessary.
Lying, huh?
You think that's him? Huh? The one in the rumors?
Not like lying's gonna help. Because we have become the boy of Rumour.
Being super late on his first day? He really is insane.
He looks normal, though.
But he might slug us if we look him in the eye.
Settle down. Well, I'd like to introduce a transfer student. Today we had him attend from the afternoon on since he wasn't feeling well.
Okay, good cover story there.
All right, please say something to the class.
I've seen screenshots of, naming the main character various things that make this dialogue choice, kind of hilarious.
He seems quiet, but I bet when he loses it... I mean, he was arrested for assault, right?
Hey, those jack-o'-lanterns were self-defense.
So... Your seat will be... over there, the one that's open. Sorry, but can the people nearby please share your textbooks with him for today?
Everyone's gonna be all like, I don't want to share my textbooks. He'll get his crime cooties all over them.
Ugh, this sucks.
Well-behaved student with horrible bruising and a bandage on his face. That pretty much sums up this school.
Lies.
Did you catch that? Do those two know each other? Ooh, does that mean he hit on her before transferring here?
That means she's cheating on him with Mr. Kamoshida.
Wait, what?
Then again, this is Takamaki-san we're talking about.
For real, that side of the room is totally awful.
What did the other 3 students who were sitting there do?
Oh, right. The volleyball rally's in 2 days. Everyone's just changed classes, so make sure you use that time to get to know each other. Well then, let's get class started. Who's on duty today?
Everyone, please rise.
What's wrong? Are you sure you're okay?
Honestly, no.
Also, it seems like people are already talking about you, but I'm not the one who told them. I can't even catch a break. Why do I have to deal with this?
So students weren't supposed to know about the record, but somebody leaked it.
You should head straight home without stopping by anywhere. Sakura-san sounded pretty angry.
Oh boy, yeah, I can imagine.
Oh, and about Sakamoto-kun, don't get involved. Speak of the devil.
Exactly what I was thinking.
What do you want? I heard the police caught you cutting classes today.
It was nothing.
And you haven't dyed your hair back to black either.
So yeah, Ryuji's hair color is not natural. It's a stereotype of delinquents in Japan to bleach their hair.
Sorry about that. I'll be waiting on the rooftop.
See, that's why I don't want you getting involved. Understood?
Why did you allow a student like him to transfer here? He's already started associating with Sakamoto.
And that's bad for you, isn't it?
A student with a criminal record and the culprit of an assault case? At this rate, it'd be pointless how much I contribute to the school.
Yeah, all you're concerned about is just, oh, I put this school on the map. My volleyball team's so amazing. I'm so perfect.
Now don't be like that. This school counts on you, Kamoshida-kun. You are our star. Still, a steady build-up is necessary behind such brilliance as well.
Your troubles never seem to end, do they, Principal Kobayakawa? All right, I understand. I'll continue to do my best to answer your expectations of me.
Go away, please. Well, here we are after school, and we can go back into our classroom. We're in class 2D. I wanted to do this because if we talk to these girls, there's actually a little bit of interesting dialogue. Yeah, we find out that she's an amateur magazine model. And, no. Ah, okay. Well, I guess we've found out the kinda culprit for where our crimes got leaked, the internet, which narrows it down to anyone who uses the internet, which is pretty much every student here. Blackboard is clean. The back blackboard is also pretty clean. And then there are these girls here. She's not kidding when she talks about limited time specials. A lot of the stores in town have these, so you'll want to check their inventory every day, but right now we don't have access to the outside world, I guess I'll say. So yeah, that's another thing to remember for later. Also, hello.
Huh? It's just...
Nobody's allowed up there. Well, that makes things very convenient. Also, meet one of the other actually decent students at this school, the newspaper club member. Don't think she ever gets a name. But, she's a pretty decent person, honestly. Just, yeah, talk to her throughout the game. She's one of the few people with their heads on straight in this whole school. No, not exactly a Sengoku castle, more like a Western-style castle. Yes, elite college prep school. Yeah, probably not so much. We're still not allowed to access the other building of this school. Not there's really a whole lot there at the moment. Up on the top floor is where the first year classrooms are.
No.
A third year with a portrait. I'm sure she'll be very relevant and have lots of screen time later on. so sorry.
Yes!
And she's gone.
Teachers bailed on him. Is it getting warmer?
I mean, that's beyond messed up. He was leaking black ooze. Yeah, that report said over 80 people injured. Didn't mention any fatalities, but yeah, probably a lot of serious injuries from that. I'm surprised anybody here is even allowed to call that guy senpai. Oh, okay, so the track thing involved a fight. Huh. I mean, he didn't seem like the kind of person who'd punch us, back when we were with him. Oh, great, they already know what we look like. Well, I mean, we kind of do hide our true self under our glasses, but the only ones who need to be worried are shadows that attack us. You know, maybe now the only way to avoid all these rumors is to start up a counter-rumor. I've heard that there is a student in this school made entirely of CGI. Actually, wait, aren't we all made of CGI? Yeah, let's not give everyone an existential crisis, but yes, that is actually a reference to the anime that is one of the endings is infamous for having a completely CGI student in it.
Let's do it.
Okay, you can actually save anywhere in the overworld. I'd probably recommend saving now, given everything that just went on. And here is the entrance to the rooftop. This is pretty much the only time you need to come up here manually, though, because later on we'll be unlocking fast travel, but...
There you are.
And, hi there. We're not even on a first-name basis for you in terms of name tags. Also, looks like those are the planters that third-year student was talking about.
Sorry for calling you up here like this. I bet Kawakami already told you stuff like, don't get involved with him, huh?
That wording exactly.
Figured as much. Then again, we're in the same boat. I heard you got a criminal record. Everyone's talking about it. No wonder you were so gutsy. What was all that happened? You know, how we almost got killed at a castle. It wasn't a dream, right? You remember it too, yeah? Well, just because we both remember it doesn't mean much, though.
Especially since we're the two students in this school everyone's least likely to believe.
I mean, even if it was a dream, you saved me from Kamoshida. So yeah, thanks.
So here, you might notice that there was a dramatic shift in his portrait. This is actually something new to Royal. In the original game, everybody just used the same portrait and just changed their expression, but in Royal, everyone has a unique portrait pose for each expression they make. It's one of those things that it's kind of subtle, but when you go back to the original, you really, really notice it. The font's also different in Royal, and that's another thing that really sticks out to me.
Kamoshida we saw there. You probably don't know about it, but there are some rumors about him. You know, the guy you met at the school gates. The ripped one. That asshole who was all full of himself at the castle. No one says anything against him because he's some medalist who took the volleyball team to nationals. The way Kamoshida was king of that castle felt crazy real because of that.
Yeah, in fact, you just said beforehand that he acts like a king of a castle, and then suddenly he was literally doing that.
I wonder if we can go back to that castle again. Ah, forget it. It must have all been a dream. It has to be.
And I mean, besides, it's very unlikely that anything we find out in there could be used as evidence against him or anything.
Sorry to drag you out here like this. That's all I had to say. You know, we might be pretty similar. I feel like we're gonna get along just fine as troublemakers. I'm Ryuji Sakamoto. I'll come talk if I see you around. Don't ignore me, alright?
And finally, first name basis.
See ya.
he's not such a bad guy. It's actually something that I do like about this early part of the game, the fact that you've got that guy who's just, you know, everyone's like, oh, stay away from him, he's bad news, and then, you know, just one person just decides to just talk to him, just normally, and finds out that actually he's not that bad. Speaking of things that are bad, though, oh boy.
Hey, I got a call from the school. I hear you ditched half a day on your first day of school.
I'm partially picturing him just screaming and then smashing something after he heard that. I mean, this is true, but we'll probably get further by apologizing.
Just when I was thinking you had it together this morning. Look, just behave yourself. One wrong step and your life is over. You do know what probation means, right?
Well, I mean, we're just late for school once. That's hardly committing a felony.
Good. Hey, what's up? Yeah, I just closed up shop. I'll head over in half an hour, as promised. What are you standing around for? Get upstairs and go to bed already. No, it's a guy. I just hired a part-timer. Don't forget to lock the door and turn all the lights off, okay? Yep, I'm leaving now. I told you, he's a part-timer.
A part-timer who lives in the attic. Live an honest student life is our current objective. I mean, it's going to be kind of hard. But I want to check out what's on TV before going to bed. Okay, well that's good. Less chance of being late tomorrow. And, well, yeah, Sojiro's gone. All paperback books. Still can't really call anyone on this public phone. But there's really not much else we can do now. I just noticed that you can, like, even just see the dust particles all over this place. Would not be good for somebody who has asthma like me. But yeah, when you awaken to a persona, things tend to affect you mentally. As I said earlier, it was a massive, massive show of strength that this guy managed to not pass out for this long.
About time you've come to.
Oh great, not again.
On your feet, inmate.
We really need a good night's sleep right now, stop ruining it.
Our master wishes to speak with you. It's for your own sake that you take his words to heart.
First off, let us celebrate our reunion. Oh, you've awakened to your powers, and special ones at that. Your rehabilitation can finally begin. There is no need to understand it all for the time being.
I mean, a little bit of context would help, just saying.
You will be training the power of persona, which you have awakened to. Personas are, in other words, a mask, an armor of the heart when confronting worldly matters.
The concept derives from Carl Jung's psychology. The idea is that people put on different personas when they are in different social situations. For example, like the way that you talk to your friends would be different to the way that you talk to your boss or to your family. So, yeah, it's something that I honestly kind of believe in this theory. Just everyone has a lot of different sides of them that they kind of put on and take off depending on the situation.
I have high expectations for you. There is no need to worry. You will learn when the time comes. By the by, have you come to appreciate the Metaverse Navigator?
Wait, what? There better not be some kind of weird NFT thing. So yeah, the term Metaverse is kind of hard to take seriously playing this game in like the 2020s, but I will say, that is true to the Japanese version, because guess what the Metaverse was called in the Japanese version? It was literally called Isekai. Yes, Persona 5 is technically an Isekai. Make of that what you will.
Using it will allow you to come and go between reality and palaces.
If you don't know, Isekai just means another world in Japanese, but it's since taken on a very specific meaning due to stuff.
I bestowed it to you as a means to train you as a thief.
The Metaverse Navigator is a gift from our master. You better take care in using it, inmate.
Except we actually asked about what palaces are.
Devote yourself to your training so that you may become a fine thief.
So we are being rehabilitated for our crimes by becoming a thief.
It must be disheartening to make use of the Metaverse Navigator alone. Should there be others who would prove beneficial to you, I will grant it to them as well. This is all for you to grow as a most excellent thief.
I mean, every thief needs a crew, after all.
It's time. Go back and enjoy whatever rest you might have.
Better not be like 30 minutes until morning. Also, Ryuji needs to be careful because his phone may get weird malware on it soon. Don't know if we have any time to warn him. It's not like we have his number or anything. Also, coming up is one of my favorite lines in the game, for obvious reasons. I remember the first time I played this game and I saw this line, I was like... It's almost like they were trying to make a Fire Emblem reference here. It's probably not intentional, but I still think it was pretty funny. Maybe tomorrow night we'll dream of, 3 houses on the street in a row. Or the rain echoing. Or maybe a sword that is blazing.
Seriously?
I'm kind of surprised there are this many people on the subway after what happened. So yeah, from translating that earlier cutscene, it seems like somebody leaked fuel at a yacht harbor. There was a monorail that had an accident. There was a poisoning incident. They don't seem like they're all connected. But I mean, our prosecutor friend, in air quotes, sure thinks so.
Look, isn't that her?
Yes, it's the girl of Rumour.
You mean that one with the red ribbon? I guess so.
She's so thin. It's not fair. I've got my hair in a ponytail too.
Okay, and what's that got to do with being thin?
If you've played this game, you might actually recognize somebody there.
Please, take my seat. My station's coming up.
Are you sure? Oh, then.
Oh, wow, what speed.
Well, you're an asshole.
I mean, excuse me, that seat was for this lady. Oh. It's all right. I can understand his position as well. I'm sorry I couldn't be any help.
It's all right, dearie. Don't you worry.
This whole sequence brings up memories of me actually being in high school because, we were, like, obliged to do this. This was actually one of our school rules. We got to ride free on the trains through our passes, but part of the conditions for that was that we had to give up our seats to adults if they asked.
Please allow me to carry your luggage at least.
Thank you. Ain't it heavy, though?
Not at all. I train plenty. Pardon me. Thank you so much for earlier. For speaking up when I offered my seat on the train. You're a second year at Shujin Academy, correct? I'm a first year there myself. Thanking you totally slipped my mind back on the train, and I didn't want to be rude to my senpai.
So yeah, the terms senpai and kohai, although you hear kohai a lot less, refer to seniors and juniors at school, and actually in other contexts too. Like, I think they can be used in workplaces and some other times, but yeah, there's a very strict hierarchy when it comes to age in a lot of institutions in Japan, and you are, like, in terms of the language, obliged to show respect to people older than you, and that's the term that you use for, again, someone older than you.
Please excuse me.
Sometimes it's written as senpai with an M. I'm not really sure why. Because you can't actually write something like that in Japanese. There's a singular N character, but there's no singular M. What, is she like bad at the sport or something? Huh. So apparently she has special privileges because of Kamoshida. Just everything links back to him. There's some kind of conspiracy going on in this school, and he's at the heart of all of it.
Class is starting.
I really like the class music in this game. What I like even more is the fact that its name, the song's name I mean, is so boring. Teaching you the rules of society, yeah, oh boy. Well, I'm sure you'd get along very well with Moroka from Inaba. So yeah, the Devil's Dictionary, this is a real thing. It is satirical, remember, and it is, yeah, very much, like, ironic, and it was written in, like, the 1910s. You can find the whole text of it online. It is in the public domain. Except, I will warn you that being from the 1910s, there are some entries in it that are actually very racist now.
What's the answer?
The chief factor in the progress of the human race. The correct answer here is actually villains, and it's important that we answer correctly.
This is it. Correct.
Malefactors. What it kind of is trying to say is that basically only bad people are the ones who are, you know, achieving progress in, like, society. But again, don't take it too seriously because it is satire. For example, here is another entry from the Devil's Dictionary. Misfortune, noun. The kind of fortune that never misses. My hard drive definitely knows about that. Well, I mean, see, here's the thing, like, it's not what the original, like, Devil's Dictionary was referring to, but, like, this does get me thinking. If it weren't for Kamoshida, we wouldn't have a persona, and therefore we wouldn't be able to use that power for good. But anyway, the reason why we need to answer these questions is that we are currently an oblivious, milquetoast, bumbling, inoffensive existence thing. And these social stats are very important to work on. Answering questions in class raises your knowledge. Eventually, we will get to points where we need certain levels of social stats in order to complete certain side quests, and yeah, very important. So always take every opportunity to raise social stats you can. The classroom questions are free, and, well, you can find all the answers online. Most Max Confidant guides will tell you the answers. But there is another way that you can easily find out the answers. More about ribbons and thinness. Well, we do, but only in a mysterious castle. We don't know where it is.
Hey there, Takamaki.
Go away, Kamoshida.
Things have been pretty dangerous lately with all those accidents.
Sorry, I have a photo shoot today. It's for the special summer issue, so I can't afford to miss it.
Hey now, being a model's fine and dandy, but don't work your pretty little self to the bone. You mentioned you weren't feeling well, right? Something about appendicitis?
Yes, I keep planning to go to the hospital, but I've been too busy. Sorry to worry you.
You must be lonely too. I feel bad for keeping your best friend at practice so often. Oh, and be careful around that transfer student.
Yeah, he's the one she should be careful around.
He's got a criminal record after all. If something were to happen to you...
Thank you. Please excuse me.
Yo.
Waiting to ambush me at the gate, were you? Oh, and the dialogue options stole my thoughts again.
Ambush? Come on, don't say shit like that. Anyways, I want to talk about that castle from yesterday. I tried telling myself it was all just a dream, but I couldn't do it.
Well, I mean, we did almost die.
I can't act like nothing happened. It's all connected to that bastard Kamoshida, after all. I want to find out what's up with that place, no matter what. And you know, you're the only person I can rely on for this stuff, so... You in? Nice! Okay, glad we're in this together. I think we should just try and retrace our steps from yesterday. In the meantime, you're walking to the station, right? Let's go together. Let me know if you notice any other weird buildings on the way.
So maybe there's some kind of magic combination of backstreets you have to go to make the castle appear.
If a huge castle like that really exists, I'm sure we'll find it in no time.
Well, nobody else has really talked about it, so not so sure.
When did they build something like that, though? We walked that way from here, right? When you put it that way, I'm not so sure anymore. All right, this way. Let me know if you notice something. Huh? We're at school. There wasn't anything out of place along the way, right? I didn't see no castle either. We must have made a wrong turn somewhere.
So it must be like right, right, left, 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 right, up. Or we lost the combination of streets.
Don't worry, I won't mess up this time. Let's go.
Won't mess up this time, he says. Well, you were kind of tempting fate and just asking.
For real?
For the game to immediately cut to you messing up.
Is it smaller than we think it is? What do you think?
We were on our phones at the time. We also got a weird headache.
I already did that, but I didn't see anything like it around here. Huh? Phone.
Yeah, I wasn't referring to just a mundane Google Maps or anything like that.
Hey, that reminds me. Didn't you have a navigation app thingy on back then? I don't know if it was or not, but I heard stuff that sounded like one coming from your phone.
Yeah, and also navigation app. Hang on a minute.
You know, didn't it say stuff like returned to the real world or something like that? Let me see your phone for a bit.
Okay, just please don't look at that folder. No, too late.
What's this eyeball-looking thing?
Okay, good. You only noticed the eyeball-looking thing and not the embarrassing pictures folder. I have to answer this.
That's not how I'd describe it. What a weird app. Oh, wait, this is it! I knew it! It is a navigation app! There's even your search history! Oh man, I'm such a genius! Let's try using it. Why? All we're doing is starting an app.
Yeah, starting an app that almost killed us last time we did.
Kamoshida. Shujin Academy. Pervert. Castle. Beginning navigation.
There we go! And then we went in a certain direction and... Hey, what are you... Huh? What the hell?